Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to Self-Made. I'm Colt Joseph, and in this video, we're going to be talking about QNT, Quant. In the past couple weeks, QNT has jumped from $100 all the way up to a price of about $215, which now it is currently retracing. If we go to the tip of the candle, it's actually at about $228. So that's a pretty good jump. It's over a $100 jump. It's more than doubling its price at that point. We are currently having a retracement, which is something that a lot of people are kind of like freaking out about or fun about on Twitter and on the internet. But realistically, retracements happen. They always happen. It's natural. It's healthy for the market. It's going to keep going up over time. So people are too impatient when it comes to crypto, man. They got to be ready to buy and hold long-term and be patient. I'm a long-term holder. I actually just upped my QNT bags a little bit more. I was at 400 and now I'm at 420. It's the comedy behind having this number in particular is worth it in itself. It's funny, but it was very expensive. There's going to be a massive, massive supply shock in QNT, okay? The max amount of them is 14.6 million. There's 21 million Bitcoin. The demand for QNT right now, especially because it's very bullish in a very bearish market, is rising rapidly, okay? We are at 74,000 holders now. We just reached 74,000. It's actually 74,000 wallets, so, you know, some people may have more than one wallet, but essentially 74,000 wallets. I've seen it on Twitter, we just hit that recently. The demand for QNT is going up, and the supply of QNT is getting smaller and smaller and smaller every day to the point where exchanges literally are running out. You can't even margin trade with them anymore. It's not allowing you. They don't have enough QNT to go around, okay? Binance is doing the staking. They're trying to get more QNT. Exchanges are running out of QNT. This is something that I personally have not really seen happen. It's crazy and definitely something that's extremely bullish. The adoption rate of QNT is picking up, and the supply is getting smaller and smaller to the point where it's being choked down to almost nothing. The price is going to skyrocket. It's just how it works. Supply and demand equals price. And so then the supply is low of QNT, the demand is high. So it's a perfect recipe for a very, very bullish project. The creators of Quant confirmed buybacks for future business partners. The people that created QNT are now buying it back at a pretty decent rate. That way they can have stockpiles of them for business partners in the future, because they kind of have to hold QNT. They basically have to hold QNT in their wallets to be able to build on their platform and to be able to use it. It's kind of crazy how it works. While QNT's price has been consistently shooting up the last couple weeks, Bitcoin, if we take a look at here at Bitcoin, which I don't even have it on, Bitcoin has not been on the same trajectory at all. Bitcoin has not had the same price action at all. It has been going pretty steady sideways during the entire time that QNT has been rising. So in my opinion, QNT has completely decoupled itself from Bitcoin. Probably has a lot to do with the fact that there's a small supply and the demand is high, okay? It's gonna force the price up no matter what. From watching the market, I noticed that there was a couple other projects that were very bullish at this time. At the same time QNT was jumping, these other projects were as well. Almost seems like they were following QNT to a certain degree, which is, just in my opinion. ALBT, Alliance Block, was one of them. Look, the price was jumping up the entire time QNT's was. Another one was Casper. Look, similar price action. Again, look at Bitcoin, nada. So, Bitcoin, is it still the leading crypto, the crypto that all the other cryptos follow? I think not. I really don't believe that that is the case anymore. MNW is another one that has been jumping up in price. This is Morpheus Network. This is one that I just recently invested into, and I'm going to be having a video coming out about it very soon. I'm very bullish on this project, and good thing I bought in a few days ago because it has been doing nothing but climbing ever since. This is an awesome project, and I highly recommend you guys checking this one out for sure. Energy Web Token is another one that's been shooting up. Energy Web Token is another big one. QNT is growing insanely fast in a bear market. It's connected to everything in crypto. Literally, almost every project in crypto has a partnership with Quant, or is in some way connected, or has to use the Quant network to be interoperable with other projects or other blockchains. So the partners with QNT are absolutely insane. This is another reason why I'm so bullish on QNT, because the partners that they made are incredible. Because the scalability and longevity is here with this project. QNT is a monster. I stand by this. It's a monster. Load up a bag while you still can. I was like super excited watching my wallet, total rise extremely fast. And obviously it's down quite a bit now because QNT is going back down. It's retracing. This is a good thing, okay? I'm not worried about it at all. I'm not even remotely worried about it because I know what's happening. And I'm going to hold long term no matter what. And I'm waiting for staking. When these gateways are officially accessible and we can start, staking our QNT, maybe even through Flare Network, which is coming out very, very soon. So Flare Network, if you don't know anything about that, check that out as well. Another super important project that I'm very bullish on as well. We gotta throw this out there. I am not a financial advisor. Well, actually, I am a financial advisor. That's what I do for a living. I have my own business, but I'm not your financial advisor. So please make your own educated decisions when it comes to investing your money. Okay, let's check out crypto Twitter.
All right, before we go to Twitter, let's check this out real quick. This yellow line right here that I drew is the trend line that QNT is currently going on. This is the QNT chart on TradingView, QNT US dollar. It bounced off this trend line once, went up, retraced back down, bounced again to the all-time high we just had yesterday or the day before or whatever. Now we are retracing back down. So it'll go boop, boop, hit this line again. If we're lucky, it always can. The market can always do crazy things. It can do whatever it wants, but most likely this is what's going to happen. And then it's going to bounce again. And that's how crypto works. It's like a wave. You know, it goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down, goes up, goes down. If you look at long-term charts for almost any crypto, if you buy almost any crypto, well, except for projects that get rug pulled and are worth nothing, any crypto that's actually has some validity in the market and has use case or any utility at all, over time, it always goes up over time. It will always dip, but it will always go up over time. So don't be worried about these retracements. Use these times where it retraces down to a better price, you know, up from $200 down to, say, $130, $140 maybe, and buy then. Those are your buy points now. Because these prices of $40 per QNT are, in my personal opinion, gone. You're never going to see that again. Could it happen? Absolutely. You never know. But I don't think it's going to happen. With the supply drying up as fast as it is, there's only one way the price is going to go over time, and that is up, okay? So pick a point that you're comfortable with and buy into QNT. If you agree that QNT is a good decision, obviously make your own decisions and do your own research, do your own due diligence. But I recommend QNT to anyone because this is going to be something that a whole coiner will be a person. Well, a person with a whole coin will be a whole coiner. Like that will be a thing that is rare, you could say, in the near future. It's gonna be because you're not gonna be able to buy a whole QNT. It's gonna be ridiculous. Okay, so take the chance while you can, and obviously XRP, ALBT. I highly recommend Alliance Block. Alliance Block jumped so much while QNT was jumping. Alliance Block is a hidden gem for sure. Not that many people are talking about Alliance Block. I'm very bullish on it and seeing the price action it was having. It was at 3 cents, went all the way up to 9 cents, almost 10 cents. So I made quite a bit of money off that one alone while QNT was also jumping. Again, I'm gonna recommend MNW, Morpheus Network. You never want to chase green candles, so be careful. But you also never know when it's going to actually come back down or if it is going to come back down. So this is a very early project, and it's a project that is undervalued right now. So getting in, and if you plan on buying and holding long term, it really shouldn't matter what the price is right now because you know what's going to happen long term. Bought my first QNT today. Better late than never. Always DCA, dollar cost average. I have a feeling QNT might bounce hard soon. I keep telling you there's no stopping QNT. New video has emerged of Quant CEO Gilbert Verdon revealing interest from Swift in joining SATP. SATP, formerly ODAP, is an open source protocol founded by MIT and QNT, working with the IETF to globally standardize API gateways for digital asset transfers. Okay, let's hear that.
We've been meeting a lot of the banks and institutions. So one of the ones that was interested was Swift. If we'd like to discuss new people joining as one of the items.
So this is super bullish as well. The fact that the Swift network is, talking to QNT for possible forward advancements in the system. It's going to happen no matter what. Regulations will come hard. We were never going to have a permissionless Web3, for real. Enterprises do want to plug some assets into the DeFi marketplace, but regulated and centralized. Unironically, QNT knew this ages ago and will benefit hard. QNT at number 1, totally agreed. QNT at number 1. Do you think this will ever happen? I personally do. I do think that one day in the future we are going to see QNT as the number 1 crypto. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know if you agree or disagree, and let me know if you hold QNT, how many you hold.
I will see you guys in the next video. I'm Cole Joseph. Peace.